But first of all, I'm going to introduce a man who's a poet himself, in many ways. He was reciting some of his poetry without music to me before the show, but he's going to bring his guitar up and use it, because the poems that he's written to music are the ones that are the most familiar to Americans. And if you've ever heard Pancho and Lefty or any of the other songs that many folks have recorded, then you are already familiar with Mr. Townes Van Zandt. Just maybe you never heard his voice sing the songs yet. And that's what you're going to hear on Mountain Stage today. It's good to have you with us, Townes. I understand that your family is originally from Texas, goes way back. Good. We'd like to have some breakthroughs in history on Mountain Stage, and now we know that the Van Zandt family... Actually, there is a Van Zandt County, I know, in Texas, so I know it goes back there a long ways, but he's traveled the road around the United States and beyond, and so has his music. What are you going to start us off with?
Well, I figured I'd start off with Pancho Lefty. Let me say real fast first that what a pleasure it is to be here and to run into Gamble and everybody. Just a real pleasure, and this is a pretty place.
Well, the pleasure is ours, ladies and gentlemen.
Plus, they've given me so little time that I'm not going to be able to tell any jokes.
We'll find time if you want to tell one. Take it away, Townes.
You ain't heard my joke. This is about Billy Graham and the Guru Maharaji. Living on the road, my friend, is gonna keep you free and clean. How you wear your skin like iron, your breath's as hard as kerosene. You weren't your mama's only boy, but her favorite one, it seems. She began to cry when you said goodbye. Sank into your dreams. Pancho was a bandit, boys. His horse was fast as polished steel. Wore his gun outside his pants for all the honest world to feel. But Pancho met his match, you know, on the deserts down in Mexico. Nobody heard his dying words. That's the way it goes. And all the federales say they could have had him any day. They only let him hang around out of kindness, I suppose. Well, Lefty, he can't sing the blues all night long like he used to. The dust that Pancho bit down south ended up in Lefty's mouth. The day they laid for Pancho low, Lefty split for Ohio, where he got the bread to go. What ain't nobody knows. And all the federales say they could have had him any day. They only let him slip away out of kindness, I suppose. Well, the poets tell how Pancho fell. Lefty's living in a cheap hotel. The desert's quiet and Cleveland's cold. So the story ends, we're told. Pancho needs your prayers, it's true. Save a few for Lefty too. He just did what he had to do. Oh, now he's growing old. And a few great federales out of kindness, I suppose. A few great better always say they could have had him any day. They only let him go so wrong, out of kindness, I suppose. Thanks, y'all. Thank you very much. Well, I used to, I played in, at the university here before, quite a while back in Montgomery, so it's kind of, it's real nice to be back in this neck of the woods. This song is called the Buckskin, Stallion Blues. It's half about a horse and half about a girl. And I still miss the horse. I heard her sing in tongues of silver, heard her cry in a summer storm. I loved her, but she did not know it. I don't think about her anymore. Now she's gone and I can't believe it. I don't think about her anymore. If 3 and 4 were 7 only, where would that leave 1 and 2? If love can be and still be lonely, where does that leave me and you? Time there was and time there will be. Where does that leave me and you? Well, if I had a buckskin stallion, I'd tame him down and ride away. If I had a flying schooner, I'd sail into the light of day. If I had your love forever, sail into the light of day. Pretty songs and pretty places, places that I've never seen. Pretty songs and pretty faces, tell me what their laughter means. Some look like they'll cry forever, tell me what their laughter means. If I had a buckskin stallion, I'd tame him down and ride away. If I had a golden galleon, I'd sail into the light of day. If I had your love forever, sail into the light of day. Thanks. This song is, I wrote this song. I was married to a girl named Fran, and I was going with a girl named Cindy. And I wrote this song about a girl named Julia, so I figured I'd just call it Loretta, to be on the safe side. I hope, I hope they can't pick up the radio from here to Austin, or I'll be in some deep trouble when I get home. Well, Loretta, she's my barroom girl, wears them 7s on her sleeve, dances like a diamond shines, tells me lies I love to believe. Her age is always 22, Her laughing eyes are hazel hue. Spends my money like waterfalls. Loves me like I want her to. Well, Loretta, won't you say to me, darling, put your guitar on. Have a little shot of booze, play a blue and wailing song. My guitar rings a melody, my guitar sings Loretta's fine. Long and lazy, blonde and free, I can have her anytime. All sweetest at the break of day, prettiest in the setting sun. She don't cry when I can't stay, at least not till she's all alone. Loretta, I won't be gone long. Keep your dancing slippers on. Keep me on your mind a while. I'm coming home, I'm coming home. Well, Loretta, she's my barroom girl. Wears them sevens on her sleeve. Dances like her diamond shines. Tells me lies I love to believe. Her age is always 22. Her laughing eyes are hazel hue. Spends my money like waterfalls. Loves me like I want her to. Loves me like I want her to. So, this one, got time for Una Moss. This one's called Snowin On Raton. And Raton is a pass, mountain pass between Raton, New Mexico and Trinidad, Colorado. It's probably why they call it Raton. You know what happened when the cow got ink mixed in with her water? She moved indigo. Thanks. If I could reach one person in this office. I got a million of them, but we have to move along. No, I'll tell you this one real fast. A guy driving down the freeway, and he's got 3 penguins in his back seat. And this cop sees him, and he's had a long day. He pulls him over, and he don't like the dog. He says, "Get these penguins off the street." He said, "I don't need no penguins on my beat." He says, "Take them to the zoo." And the guy says, "Yes, sir." Next day, here comes the guy, and the 3 penguins are in the back seat, and they all have shades on. Same cop sees him, boy, he pulls him over, and he's mad. And he says, "I told you to take those penguins to the zoo." He says, "Yes, sir. Today we're going to the beach." It's hard to find jokes these days that don't offend anybody. I figure if there are any penguins in the audience, I could probably beat them up, if they come at me. But anyway, this is called Snowin On Raton. When the wind don't blow in Amarillo, and the moon along the Gunnison don't rise, shall I cast my dreams upon your love, babe, and lie beneath the laughter of your eyes? There's snowing on Raton. Come morning, I'll be through them hills and gone. Well, mother thinks the road is long and lonely. Little brother thinks the road is straight and fine. Oh, darling, thinks the road is soft and lovely, and I'm thankful that old road's a friend of mine. There's snowing on Raton. Come morning, I'll be through them hills and gone. I'll bid the years goodbye, you cannot still them. You cannot turn the circles of the sun. Oh, you cannot count the miles until you feel them. And you cannot hold a lover that has gone. There's snowing on Raton. Come morning, I'll be through them hills and gone. Well, tomorrow the mountains will be sleeping silent 'neath a blanket green and blue. Oh, but I shall hear the silence they are keeping, and I'll bring all their promises to you. There's snowing on Raton. Come morning, I'll be through them hills and gone. I'll snowing on Raton. Come morning, I'll be through them hills and gone. Come morning, I'll be through them hills and gone. Thank you very much. Thanks.
Townes Van Zandt. Townes Van Zandt. That word troubadour is used too much, misused, but if it means a singer and a poet, I think we got a stage full of troubadours today. Here he is again, Townes Van Zandt.
Thank you, buddy. Well, it's a real pleasure to hear Gamble. I didn't know he was going to be here. We're all friends. And when Gamble's here, it's hard to tell a joke. You know? They sound stupid, my jokes, usually. And when they're compared to Gamble's, they just sound, who brought this guy in here? Anyway, I'm going to play this one first. Called Got Time for a Couple, and I guess Guy's going to be back up. This is called the Catfish Song. I used to live on the Harpeth River down about 20 miles south of Nashville. And when sometimes I'd have a question I couldn't figure out the answer, and I'd sit there on the front porch of my shack till I thought I came up with the answer. But sometimes I didn't even have the question. So I would go down and stand by the river. And one day when I was standing down there, this came gurgling out, the good old Harpeth. And it's called the Catfish Song. Well, down at the bottom of that dirty old river, down where the reeds and the catfish play, there lies a dream as soft as the water. There lies a bluebird that's flown away. Well, to me it is like springtime, and to love's like the summer. Her brown eyes shone for nobody but me. In autumn forever the fool come a-falling, and the rain turned to freezing in inside of me. Well, I kindle my fires with the words I can't send you, the roads I can't follow, and the songs I can't sing. I'll wander alone on the sleigh bells of winter, with the stars for a diamond and the world for a ring. Well, all you young ladies who dream of tomorrow, while you're listening, these words will I say. Cling to today with its joy and its sorrow. You'll need all your memories when youth melts away. Well, the angel of springtime, he runs down the south wind. The angel of summer, he does just the same. While the angel of autumn, she's blue and she's golden. And the angel of winter won't remember your name. Or down at the bottom of that dirty old river, down where the reeds and the catfish play, there lies a dream as soft as the water. There lies a bluebird that's flown away. Oh, there lies a bluebird that's flown away.
Thanks, everybody. Well, I guess, say I got time for one joke, I'll make it fast, because it ain't worth it. Campbell has me cowed. I mean, my jokes ain't that good from the get-go. But, I mean, you know, he doesn't even have to look at you to make fun of you. He has to be in the same building. Here this guy's walking out of a bar and he's blitzed, knee walking. Bumps right into this cop, and the cop looks down. Man, what are you doing in that? And the guy looks up and says, Officer, I sure am glad I found you. The cop says, great. What is it? And he says, somebody stole my car. He says, well, where was your car? He said, it was right on the end of this key. And the cop says, well, look, why don't you get in the back seat of my car and we'll go downtown and the nice people down there will fill out some papers, you know, and help you get your car back. Just, thank you, sir. That's exactly what I wanted to do. And the cop looks at me and says, buddy, before we go downtown, you think you ought to zip up your fly? He looks down and he says, man, they got my girl too. Well, I got time for Bruno Mars, and said earlier it's been a pleasure, and what an operation all these guys have here. Y'all are lucky to have this.
If I needed you, would you come to me? Would you come to me and ease my pain? If you needed me, I would come to you. I'd swim the seas for to ease your pain. You will miss sunrise if you close your eyes, and that would break my heart in two. Lady's with me now, since I showed her how to lay her lily hand in mine. Loop and Lilla green, she's a sight to see, and a treasure for the poor to find. If I needed you, would you come to me? Would you come to me and ease my pain? If you needed me, I would come to you. I'd swim the seas for to ease your pain.
Thanks. All y'all, take care. Thanks again.
Yes, Towns Van Zandt.